Do you know what's hiding beneath Antarctica's icy surface? Here's a clue. It's the single largest reservoir of fresh water on Earth. But there's a catch. If it ever melted, the entire planet would be unrecognizable. Coastlines would disappear, cities would drown, and billions of lives would change forever. Sounds dramatic? Well, the reality is even more shocking. And there's one key question we all need to ask. How safe is all that water in the face of a warming planet? Stick around, because the answers might just change how you see the world. Antarctica, a land so remote and extreme that it almost feels alien. It's a place most of us will never visit, yet it holds secrets that affect every single one of us. Beneath its thick layers of ice lies a frozen treasure chest, 70% of the planet's fresh water. That's right, this single continent contains more fresh water than all the rivers, lakes, and groundwater in the world combined. But here's the twist, it's all locked away in ice. Or at least it was. You see, something alarming is happening right now. Antarctica's ice isn't as stable as we once thought. Glaciers are melting, sea levels are rising, and scientists are racing against time to understand the ripple effects. Could we be on the brink of an irreversible chain reaction? And what does this mean for the cities, ecosystems, and millions of people living along the world's coasts? Let's dive into the untold story of Antarctica's ice, how it shaped our world, what's threatening it, and what it could mean for the future of life as we know it. Antarctica might seem like a frozen wasteland, but it's a critical piece of Earth's climate system. For millions of years, it's acted as a global thermostat, regulating the planet's temperature and keeping ecosystems in balance. But now, this delicate equilibrium is being pushed to its limits. Here's the problem. Global temperatures are rising, and with every fraction of a degree, Antarctica's ice is melting faster than ever before. The Antarctic Peninsula, in particular, is one of the fastest warming places on Earth, heating up nearly 3 times faster than the global average. And this isn't just bad news for polar bears or penguins. Every chunk of ice that melts adds water to the oceans, and we're not talking about a slow trickle. Antarctica holds enough ice to raise sea levels by 200 feet if it all melted. To put that into perspective, most major coastal cities, think New York, London, Shanghai, and Sydney, would be underwater. But here's the kicker. This isn't just a distant, far-off problem. Signs of change are happening right now. Let's break this down. Antarctica's ice is divided into 2 main parts, the East Antarctic ice sheet and the West Antarctic ice sheet. Together, they cover 5.4 million square miles, about 1.5 times the size of the United States. The East Antarctic ice sheet is massive and relatively stable, for now. But the West Antarctic ice sheet? That's where things get really concerning. Unlike its eastern counterpart, much of the West rests below sea level, making it incredibly vulnerable to warming oceans. Scientists have been keeping a close eye on the Thwaites Glacier, nicknamed the Doomsday Glacier. Why the ominous name? Because this single glacier holds enough ice to raise sea levels by over 2 feet, and it's melting at an unprecedented rate, losing billions of tons of ice each year. But the story doesn't end there. Continue diving into the science of how ice melts, the role of ocean currents, and the feedback loops accelerating the process. Add specific examples, like ice shelves collapsing and the discovery of ancient lakes under the ice. The most chilling part? Even small changes in Antarctica's ice could trigger global consequences. Scientists call it a tipping point, a moment when the system becomes unstable and the effects snowball out of control. Imagine a domino effect where melting ice leads to warmer oceans, which then melt more ice, causing sea levels to rise faster than anyone predicted. And here's something even scarier. Some experts believe we're already close to, or even past, certain tipping points. The question isn't just if the ice will melt, it's how much. And how soon? Antarctica isn't just a frozen continent at the bottom of the world. It's a giant alarm clock and the snooze button is running out. Its ice has shaped the planet for millions of years, but now, it's our actions that are shaping Antarctica's future. Whether it's reducing emissions, investing in renewable energy, or finding innovative ways to slow the melting, the choices we make today will determine the kind of world future generations inherit. So what's the lesson here? Antarctica's ice is a reminder of how interconnected we are with our planet, and how fragile that connection can be.